meters at a high level. Hobbs Kessler, of course, going to be coming up here a little bit later on in the program as we look high above Jack Kemp Stadium on the campus of Occidental College.
Beautiful drone shot there. Occidental, of course, one of the finest academic institutions in the country, private school in that Eagle Rock area near Pasadena. One of the great sprinters of all time, the Chinese sprinter Qi Chang, went to Occidental. Of course, Dixon Farmer was the coach there for quite some time. They really do have a rich track and field heritage. Jim Bush coached at Occidental before he coached at UCLA.
So getting ready for section 2 of the women's 1500 meters. And some intrigue here as well, Tom, as we see some of the top steeplechasers that we will see later on at the U.S. Championships. Olivia MARKEZICH, the On Athletics Club NCAA champion back in 2023, and Valerie CONSTIEN, Tokyo and Paris finalists, two-time national champions, scheduled to toe the line here at 1500 meters as well. And again, no reason to be going over barriers 3 weeks from the U.S. Championships if you don't have to. Work on the speed, work on strategy, work on race tactics, and don't hit any water jumps.
Yeah, and I'd like to add Angelina ELLIS to that list of steeplechasers that are running this event, a three-time Big East champion. She just one of those postgraduate athletes, just keeps getting better and better. 9:22 steeple just a little over a month ago. 4:09.25 is her 1500 best. A lot of really good people in here. Carlee HANSEN, BYU, 4:07.64. She was second in the Big 12 1500 this past spring. Samantha Bush, she was on the NC State cross-country champions in 21, 22, and 23. The ACC 5000 champion in 22. Teagan SCHEIN-BECKER, 13 Metro Atlantic Conference titles. Jen Randall of Eugene, one of the athletes that is most underrated. She's 33, still cranking it out, and she will have something to say in this race. 4:07.19 her best. And then, of course, Sadie ENGELHARDT, the great high school runner. Due to Jane Hedengren's performances over the last year, maybe a lot of people have forgotten about ENGELHARDT, who should have been a senior this year. She's headed to North Carolina State, but she did run a lifetime best 2:02.5 at the New Balance meet, the high school meet, a month or so ago. She's third on the all-time high school list in the mile as well. So it's going to be interesting to see her mix it up. I don't know, Paul, candidly, whether it was a smart decision to skip the senior year in high school, but maybe we'll find out here.
She is also listed as possibly running the 5,000 meters later on tonight, so we'll see if that decision is at all impacted by her performance here in this 1,500 meters. A little callback to release that nervous energy at the start. Pretty large field all the way across from lanes 1 to 8. As we work our way down the backstretch for the first time. Looks like Allie Wilson may be a late add,
yes,
maybe in the pacing duties here, Tom.
Probably.
Carlee KLEEFELD was also scheduled to pace at the front in the early going, and that's not too uncommon, where some of these athletes will be willing to jump back in and help pace these other athletes to fast times.
Heck, we saw it with Derek with the Minnesota kid, Swanson, running that 3:41 and like a half hour later out there pacing. But yeah, it's helpful to have Allie Wilson. I think she probably needs to work a little bit. There's Jen Randall tucked into third, and looks like I've heard she may have rolled her ankle just yesterday, but she looks pretty good right there near the front. And again, this is a very, very high quality caliber heat. And one that it's about time, but also there's going to be a great deal of strategy, I think, involved here, because there are a lot of runners right around the same kind of PR, and it'll be interesting to see who actually pushes. And it looks like BYU's Carlee HANSEN is going to be the one to do so.
So Wilson at the front. Val CONSTIEN, hip number 11. Back there at about third position, right ahead of Randall.
Val
Again, pace
CONSTIEN
lights
had,
set for 4:05. Sorry, Tom.
oh, I'm sorry. She had, double knee surgery. Tore her ACL in May of 2023. She did has come back strong. 9:16.57 for her steeple at Prefontaine. But that's somebody that you think is going to make the U.S. team in the steeple, but it's gotten so tough now, Paul, to make that team.
So 2 laps to go.
Looks like maybe Carlee Hansen's just going to pace and pull off here.
Yeah, she's stepped off the track there. And Wilson looking around. So what it could have been, Tom, is a late switch out on the pacing side for Allie Wilson, taking over for Kleefeld. She's now down the backstretch looking to get people back in contact with her. She's, trying to stay on those lights, Tom, for that 4:05 pacing. And now she's gotten them, well, let's call it within like 5 meters of those lights with a lap and a half to go. And the leader is now CONSTIEN.
And one thing about Markezich, another great steeplechaser, one of the biggest heartbreaking moments at the Olympic trials last year was Markezich falling in the straightaway. And you bet that she's going to be hungry to make the World Championship team for Tokyo this year in that event. And Markezich was just on a tremendous run, Paul, and she still got up and ran a lifetime best. 9:14.67 in that race.
So Carlee Hansen now in second behind CONSTIEN as they came through the bell lap in 3:02.94. Ellis is there, Markezich is there, Sam Bush is there, and Jen Randall still in the mix. But from high above, you see 9 women in that lead pack as they head down the backstretch for the final time.
And Jen Randall swinging wide, but these steeplechasers are 1, 3, and 4 right now. And now Hansen moving up into first. Again, she's the in-form athlete we know because of her performance during the collegiate season.
So Hansen, Markezich, and now Jen Randall's got a gear as she comes
sure
out and alongside and now going to challenge on the outside for the lead. That's Sadie Sargent now in front. Randall and CONSTIEN finding yet another gear, and Val CONSTIEN's going to take this one and beat everybody to the line. Good spirited finish as CONSTIEN races to a time of 4:07.78, and guess what, if you've heard this before, Tom, a new lifetime best by more than 2 seconds, and that's got to bode well for her in her preparation to make another U.S. global team in the steeplechase come the end of the month. Ellis with the PR finishing in second in 4:08.09. Randall a season's best in third. Sargent, and then ENGELHARDT closed. We didn't even talk about her during the race, Tom, but the high schooler closes out in fifth overall in 4:08.87.
A really classy race. She had 6 at 4:09.09 or better, and it became a real race, not just a time trial. And look at those long strides. Val CONSTIEN really showing that she is back. A lifetime best, her old lifetime best of 1,500 was 4:09.97. So that was a 2+ second PR. And as she heads to Eugene at the end of July, she has really got to feel like she is well positioned. But let's also point out that Angelina ELLIS, a 9:22 steepler, she is going to be in that mix as well. She just keeps getting better and better in that event. And again, a testament once again to just sticking with it post-collegiately and keep on going, because you never know what you're going to get. And we see that, have seen that already time and time again today.
Well, as the crowd settles in, we're getting closer and closer to our high-performance window, a little less than an hour away. Let's step aside for some words from our sponsor. Back with more from the Sound Running Sunset Tour in a moment.